What's up, everybody? We're back with another math video. We're going to be tackling the two Blitz events that are currently in game, all centering around that photon, and they are called Asgard 2004 and Timeline Supremacy. And of course, I'm not doing math because I'm bad at math. Instead, we got Scotty coming in to do the math. Scotty, how you doing, my guy?
I'm good. How are you?
I was doing good until you told me how many rotations we have to do. Without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so the first event in question is going to be the Asgard 2004. It is a Blitz event. We get various points for blitzing with various different characters, including Miss Marvel Hardlight. So during this event, you'll actually unlock Photon. You're going to hit that limit very quickly. But the Miss Marvel Hardlight, I got to assume that is a spender-only point allocation there. We also got Open Godly Power Orb, Battle and Blitz with no limit on it, and Spend Power Cores. So this is, we've seen Blitz events in the past. This one's a little bit loaded with places we're getting the points from. Is this making it easier, or is all of this incorporated into the final score we need to get?
So obviously with like Miss Marvel, that's like 8,000 points that not everyone can get. And like she doesn't even release until the 11th, so even like the Krakens have to wait to get those points. You'll notice the red in this means they changed some things. So it used to be that you had to blitz twice with Photon and twice with Miss Marvel to get the max. I don't know why it was so important to change it to one blitz, because if you have them, you're probably going to blitz with them more than once, but they made that change. They also changed points and didn't highlight it, but the Godly Orbs used to be worth 5,000 points to open them twice. And then you hit like a max of 10,000 points, and then it went down to 2,500 points. But now they just made it the 2,500. This is a potentially completable event, so I guess that is good for people. But I think without buying Miss Marvel, you wouldn't be able to complete it. Is basically based on the math, unless you like somehow squeeze out extra blitz rotations to make up for that 8,000 points. But that's a lot to make up for, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's a lot of credits to make up for, given that battling blitz after that point is worth 25. I guess it's just battling blitz, not even the credits. Okay, these godly orbs, are we going to get into this later where they're coming from, or do you already know where they're coming from?
Money.
Perfect.
They are. I thought like they'd at least give us like half of an orb as a free claim today. Yeah.
Nothing. Okay, so guys, in these math videos, we can only work with the information that we have at hand. There is, of course, a world where tomorrow's free claim milestone just gives us that. Just a poo-poo on everyone that does event math videos. So, in the event, you do get a random orb. You could basically divide that number by 25, and that's the amount of blitzes you can take off your to-do list. Though, I think Scotty and I would both suggest, get your blitzing done ahead of time. Don't try and, tack it all off to the last day, and the last day you're freaking out if you're going to finish or not. All right, so let's look at the rewards here. Some juicy rewards in the final milestones here. Kind of skipped ahead, so some juicy rewards. We haven't looked at what we need to do for these yet, but
you went so off schedule.
Yeah, I went so off schedule, but we're just gonna lead into it. We're gonna lead into it. Okay, we got the gear tier 18 at the bottom. Just talk about the carrot, right? Is this sort of a carrot enough to make you do the kind of blitzing that you already know we have to do?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, is that a stupid question because you just love blitzing, or what?
I mean, if you tell me that I can complete an event by doing 8 rotations a day, I'm going to do 8 rotations a day for 7 days.
All right. Well, good job bearing the lead. So let's talk about the actual math. Scotty, what do we got to do for this event?
Alright, so obviously you need to unlock Photon and use her in Blitz. Ideally, you need to buy Miss Marvel or core for Miss Marvel and get her and use her once in the Blitz. The good news is spending power cores also gets you points in the event, so that would actually help you a little bit and potentially have to Blitz a little bit less towards the end. As you said, this is 7 days. We have no idea if the free claim is going to be the same thing every day. But today it gave us 100 extra blitz charges, so that's basically 4 extra blitzes, which gives you 100 points. in my math. And so I did factor in, obviously people probably have Doctor Strange, people have unlocked Sylvie. There is a max on that initial battle in Blitz that's worth the 50 points. The good thing is when you're getting those 50 points, you are getting the 25 points for battling in Blitz that doesn't have a limit. So you're basically getting 75 points for every Blitz until you hit that first limit. So to hit the first limit, as long as you have 49 teams, which I think the majority of people have, unless you have Skrull, and then you might have 50 teams, then you're looking at doing about almost 5 rotations a day to hit that limit. And then after that, like I did factor in basically just doing 8 rotations a day total. So factoring that in, spending like 200 power cores a day on like your normal energy refreshes, opening no godly power orbs because I'm not going to buy those. But maybe they will give us some free ones, so that would change that point system as well. And then the free claim that I just talked about, that will get you across the finish line at 182,000 when you just need 180.
Oh, so we got a lot of wiggle room there, don't we? So that's
a lot of wiggle room.
Yeah, it seems pretty intense. I think Miss Marvel Hardlight is a 45 shard unlock, if I'm not mistaken, right? So that is at least a good thing, if I'm correct in that statement. So you won't have to core too much of her orb. Like you said, the cores will double up, and then you can have her unlocked, get an additional 8,000 points. And again, if you divide 8,000 by 25, that's a lot of blitzes you don't have to do in order to cross the finish line. But you also have another track for us here.
Well, she also comes out on Friday, and historically they've given us shards on Fridays, like the free claim shards, so they might give us 5, so then you just need 40.
There you go.
So then the other track is potentially not unlocking her during this time frame, and so I made this more if you don't have her, you're not going to probably finish it, so I tried to make it a little bit more reasonable, and then just doing enough rotations to at least hit the max on the battle in Blitz initially. So doing that, still getting the free claims, not spending any cores potentially, that'll get you to milestone 19. So that still gets you like the last 30 photon shards.
Okay.
It still gets you some dark promotion credits. It just, you'll miss out on the gear tier 18 stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I guess what I would say is like in for a penny, in for a pound for me. If I'm going all the way to the 155 shard mark, I'm getting those gear tier 18s. I'm going to set that timer and I'm going to get those gear tier 18s. We looked at those prizes already, but there's more prizes on top of the milestones. Now we're going to engage in a little bit of speculation here now. And that is these guys right here. What do you think we are going to need to score, let's say 1%? Because this is a Blitz event, putting up 8 rotations is a monumental task. Buying those orbs vastly outweighs like a full rotation, right? So the second somebody starts buying orbs, they get a huge advantage. Do you think 1 to 2% is going to be free to play completable by the people that go hard on this event?
I think so, because I don't think people are going to buy those orbs because they're terrible. Like, it's not like you're getting photon in those orbs. Like, you're getting some training mats and maybe some ISO 4. I don't even know if there's ISO 5 in there. Like, they don't look like orbs that people will want to buy. So I think a lot of this is going to be based on spending cores and just blitzing. So I think finishing the milestones should give you a good shot at the 1%. But you never know who's going to blitz or decide to buy some of those orbs and regret it, kind of a thing.
True. Are those orbs even in game right now?
So you have to go over to the far left.
Okay, here we go. So they are in the event store. All right, let's check in these bad boys. We got left pillar. We got 5% chance to get 100,000 gold. We have a 4% chance to get 10 T4s. Training materials. We have a 14% chance to get a full Elite 5 in the middle. 1 Red Star Orb. Okay, 3 of these guys, which is me and you hate these orbs. I get like 3,000 ISO 5 every time I open one of these. And every single time I open it, I'm like, I just don't want to open it. I just don't. And then the right pillar. Oh, we get 10 teal pieces of gear. So just use the new rates, guys. These orbs are trash. Oh my god, these orbs are so bad. I think the speculation you just put down, I agree with that 100%. That if you're doing rotations, I'm pretty confident you're going to not only finish the milestones, assuming you got the right amount of blitz teams, but I think you'll also get that 1 to 2% bracket. With the player base being a little bit smaller now, and is there a minimum on this one? I don't think there's a minimum.
There is no announced minimum.
No announcement. That's a good way to put it. I think if you're finishing the milestones, you're going to be locked in for 1 to 2%. I'm definitely going for that because that'll be a total of 40 Gear Tier 18 bio pieces. That's basically 2 pieces of bio. That is leveling your Photon to Gear Tier 18 and bringing her right into Dark Dimension, which is a really cool jump. Okay, so there's another milestone running basically at the exact same time, and that is the Timeline Supremacy. This is in the web store, the milestone section there. Is there anything different here, or just by doing the first milestone are we getting this one done?
So first of all, you may be saying Timeline Supremacy. I don't remember reading that in the blog. That's because it wasn't in the blog. It's still not in the blog. They never announced anything about it. It just appeared.
I didn't know that. I don't read events in the blog. You read the events in the blog. You tell me what I need to do.
So I thought they might have gone in and just slipped it in oh no, it's been here the whole time. No, they didn't even bother adding it into there. It's just on the web store. So this does tie in with the fact that you're going to be blitzing anyway. And factoring in the free claim that does give 100 blitz credits and the daily objective that gives 750 every day. I didn't factor in potentially hoarding it for today because a lot of people didn't. I didn't because I didn't even know about it because once again it wasn't in the blog. You do need to do a little over 6 rotations a day. Obviously that depends a little bit on luck because that's an average of 20 blitz credits per win, but maybe you'll get that coveted 1,000 that happens and that'll help a lot. But you're already going to be doing 8 rotations a day, ideally, for the other event. So, this should be completable for the people doing that. It just does suck because these ones, you have to win. They kind of are here's an event where it doesn't matter if you win or lose. Just cycle through your blitz teams without thinking. Oh, wait a second. You actually have to think about it because you need to win and get these blitz credits for this event. It was a little bit of a, we fooled you moment.
Right. Okay, but there's no way that whatever's in these milestones in the 6 rotate, that's a crazy number. There's no way whatever the rewards that are in there are warranting that kind of effort, right? What's in there that really matters?
I guess it depends if you think the monthly items are worth it because they're literally all the way to the end. And they sprinkled in some SBCs and a few of the augmented catalysts as well.
Good times. All right, guys. So at the end of the Sylvie month, if people are short 30,000 or 40,000 or whatever is in those milestones of the monthly pieces, we'll know what to point to. We'll be able to say, hey, that wasn't cool. All right, Scotty, thank you so much for doing the math as usual. I don't know about you guys, but it's going to be a blitzing weekend for me. It's my birthday and my boy's birthday this weekend. We're going to be blitzing together. He's 2 now. He can learn how to blitz for me. Yeah, that's going to be it. Thank you again so much, Scotty.
All right, bye guys.
Bye everybody.
That's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Stay happy, healthy, have fun, and I'll see you in the next one.